What is up, guys, and welcome back to my official YouTube channel. That is right, this is an official YouTube channel where I've officially posted a video officially explaining why I've taken an official hiatus. Welcome back! Today we are going to be doing a food review on Taco Bell's Toasted Cheddar Street Chalupas. Roll the frickin' intro. That's right, guys. Taco Bell has done another LTO, which Taco Bell was my last food review. You guys might remember I did the mini Crunch Wraps, but today it is mini Chalupas. I believe in my Crunch Wrap slider video, I said that the Crunch Wraps are my favorite Taco Bell menu item. Two of my favorite things from Taco Bell are by far its steak and its Crunch Wraps. Well, guess what? The Chalupas are like my second or third favorite Taco Bell menu items, so this is just like heaven for me. I love Taco Bell. You guys know that. I'm not wearing the Taco Bell shirt, but, you know, it's a shirt. So let's get into what these Toasted Cheddar Street Chalupas are. They are mini chalupas. They're about this big, I'm guessing. And they have cheddar toasted onto the outside of the chalupa. I'm guessing that it's probably just fried with the cheddar. Okay. I'm guessing it's just fried with the cheddar cheese onto the chalupa shell. They stuff them with chicken or steak, a chili lime crema sauce, cheese, and then an onion and cilantro blend. I am very excited. I say that every time we do a Taco Bell food review. You guys know this by now. Now, the chalupa shells are one of my favorite things that come out of Taco Bell establishments, and to toast some cheddar onto that is just making it a step up. I'm guessing that I will like this way better than the regular chalupas. Now, I have taken about a 3-week long, almost a month long hiatus. I'm gonna summarize it as briefly as I can. Money troubles, car troubles, mental health struggles. Also, newsflash, I got a new car. Why don't you come check it out with me? This is my new car. Its name is Gale. Meet Gale. It is short for Galileo, although she's a girl. Yeah. New ride. I haven't quite figured out where I'm gonna put my phone when I do these food reviews because there's not really a good spot to put it like there was in my old car, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go. All right, guys, bear with me for this framing. You're really tall today. Bear with me for this framing. This will only last for hopefully this video, but I can't think of anywhere better to put my phone. But hey, you guys are gonna get a good look at the food. Here's the bag. We got our food. Heck yeah. I'm gonna button this up so you guys don't have to be stuck with my cleavage. I have my phone like in the sunglasses holder of my vehicle. Do I look good from this angle? I went ahead and got 2 of the steak street chalupas and 2 of the chicken street chalupas. I did not ask if they could do like 1 and 1. So we're eating 4 of these guys today. Super cool food animation coming right up. All right, guys, this is my first meal I've ever eaten in this car, so let's go ahead and say grace. Grace. All right, guys, let's eat. Great job saying grace. All right, first bite. Now, the most wonderful thing about this so far is this crisp on the outside of the shell, the toasted cheddar. The cheddar. It gives it such a nice crisp, but at the same time, the shell on the inside is still nice and soft. It's a really wonderful combination. Not going to use the word wonderful as often in this video, I promise. The steak also is pairing very well with that sauce that they use, as well as the onion and cilantro mix. It's a tad bit messy, which I'm not too happy about since this is a new car and everything, but Taco Bell can't help that. Crispy cheese is one of the best things that exists. Now, I'm gonna dip my finger into this droplet of sauce so that I can give it a taste all by itself, because I'm really interested in it. It almost reminds me if they mix the spicy ranch and chipotle sauce and then also put a little bit of lime in there. That toasted Cheddar street chalupa is genuinely addicting. Let's see if it tastes just as good with the Cantina slow roasted chicken. I think I've shared on this channel before that I don't necessarily care for the Cantina slow roasted chicken, but if the Cantina slow roasted chicken is going to taste good in anything, it would be this and the crunchy, crispy tacos that they do with it, where it has the cheese melted on the outside. I notice I like a lot of items with lots of cheese, which is really funny because actually for my items that have nacho cheese, if I get Taco Bell, I typically ask for easy nacho cheese. It's just a lot. First bite of the Cantina slow roasted chicken crunch wrap. I can't with this angle. This has to be fixed immediately. This is going to be fixed for the next food review, I promise. Now, I may be a little bit biased, but this is definitely better with steak. I don't know. Something about the chicken just is not fitting well with the shell and the sauce. I feel like they're only trying to promote this Cantina crispy chicken so it's not a flop. I might be wrong on that. I know I've met people who actually enjoy it, but I've never found myself appreciating the Cantina crispy chicken or the Cantina chicken. All right, guys, I've just finished one with the Cantina slow roasted chicken, and it definitely did not impress as much as the one with steak. I'll have more than that when we go ahead and go back home. I'm going to finish the last two there just to preserve the cleanliness of my car. I mean, look at this thing. It's super clean, right? I'll drive back home and I'll finish them there. See you in a bit. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Those were really good. I'm not going to say those were quite as good as the Crunchwrap sliders, but still, I continue my saying of Taco Bell is in it this year. Taco Bell is a strong competitor. I'm going to be talking about the steak street chalupas mainly, as those were my favorite. The steak, onion, and cilantro just had such a well combined and put together taste and collaborated with each other very well. And then you added that chili lime crema sauce. The chili lime crema sauce just boosted the taste of everything that it combined with. I think the chili lime crema sauce was one of the most perfect sauces they could have landed on for this specific menu item. It had just the right amount of lime, the creamy texture was delicious, and it offered a nice soothing touch, and it wasn't as spicy as I thought it would be, being named a chili lime crema sauce, but it still did offer that little bit of seasoning and spice to where it says, hey, pay attention to me, I'm here. And as for these shells, oh my gosh, they were so good. It's amazing how Taco Bell can continue to come up with some of these ideas. I mean, I would never be one to think, hey, let's toast some cheese onto a chalupa shell. The first thing that comes to my mind is like how an Asiago bagel has like the melted cheese over top. This blows Asiago bagels out of the park, without a doubt. It was really refreshing to get that crisp from something other than the shell, and getting it from that toasted Cheddar on the outskirts of the shell itself. One of my favorite things was some of the crispy Cheddar bits had broken off and would sit there at the bottom of that like serving trough that they had the two street chalupas in, and you could like pick those up and eat them, and they were like a little bit of a chip. They were like chips in a way. I didn't like the Cantina chicken in these as much as some of you might enjoy it. That also is just personal bias. But despite the fact that I didn't care for the Cantina slow roasted chicken, it did not knock how good everything else was, and it still tasted good. I mean, my overall score for the Cantina slow roasted chicken street chalupas, they would be a little bit lower than the steak ones. So because of that, I'm going to be scoring the steak street chalupas, as I don't want it to be unfair. Like, I don't want to give it an unfair score, as this is just personal preference. And I think the score I would have to settle on for these would be a solid 8 out of 10. Now, an area I think this could have improved would be if they actually used the pico de gallo on top rather than the onion and cilantro mix. I feel like the tomatoes would have added a nice fresh taste in combination with all that there already was. While I do agree that the onion and cilantro mix went very well on there, I just think tomatoes would have offered a little bit of freshness. That's it. I've said in food reviews before that I know it's an 8 out of 10 because it could be better, but I'm not sure what could make it better. And that's almost where I'm at right now with this menu item. I always feel a little bit bad when I get stuck in this predicament where I know something is really good, but it's not the best thing I've ever had, but I also don't know how to contribute to this menu item becoming a 10 out of 10 compared to an 8 out of 10. Perhaps just better ingredients. Like if I were to make something like this on my own accord and eat it, I feel like I might go up in score using fresher ingredients, steak that I cooked up myself that didn't come from like a plastic bag and was just reheated, or if I used cheese that I shredded myself with a cheese grater. I'm not a chef, but I feel like if I were, I could make this taste a lot better than it does. And I think that's why I'm going to settle on an 8 out of 10, because overall, Taco Bell is amazing. It's my favorite fast food place that there is. But you and I both know that these are not the freshest ingredients one could use. Anyways, guys, I really think that's all there is to add to this. Thank you so much for watching this deep into the video. I greatly appreciate it. And once again, I am apologizing for the long hiatus. I will be getting back into this, hopefully, once I figure everything that I need to out. If you appreciate the music that you've been listening to, I have music on Spotify and I am planning on putting more on Spotify once I find the time to work more on the music I'm making currently. There will be a link in my description to that music and you can listen to my voice and my guitar and whatever the heck else you're listening to my music for. My last YouTube video I made was also a Taco Bell review. There will be a link to that in the description, and it will probably show up on the outro of this video, which is coming up right now because I've run out of things to say. Bye!